Welcome to Behind the Mirror podcast. I'm Lisa.
Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Gary.
So today we are joined by Gary Corrin from Meriki Salon in Motherwell. So we invited Gary on just to get, a different perspective from a male's point of view, and also just, another hairdresser with another salon.
A male?
Yeah.
A male.
Yeah. So Gary, obviously you've got a massive following on all your socials. I think, I'm going to be honest, right? I think women think you're straight because you don't speak.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
so like you've got the good looking vibe of the tattoos and the sexy hairdresser look going on there. Look at you blushing.
I'm blushing. It's only because, so what I did was when I started doing social media, I actually don't really feel comfortable speaking to a camera, believe it or not. Like I'll quite happily, you've maybe seen all my funny videos and stuff like that, and I'll happily have a joke at my own expense, but I still don't feel comfortable sitting down and speaking to a camera, because to me, especially with TikTok, I know how TikTok and all that works.
Yeah.
And people keep saying you should go in and sell things, but I cannot come on and be like, just press the camera and then go,
doing the
hi
live
guys.
thing. And
to me, that's fake. Whereas what we're doing is we're having a normal conversation.
Yeah.
I can't be fake to a camera.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why I don't speak.
Yeah.
I think you're putting yourself out there a lot as well. Like when we did our first episode, we spoke about the fact that you worry about every word that you say, because in this day and age with the whole woke situation,
well, you're scared of getting picked apart.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can upset people without ever meaning to upset anybody. Like our gents thing, which is how you'd found us.
Yeah.
Because I don't do gents haircut, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, the comments were so mismatched, where half of our comments were like, you absolutely should be learning how to do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
that
don't want
really
to.
blew up.
It really blew up. And the other people were like, well, no, that's ridiculous. If you don't do it, you don't do it.
Yeah.
And so right now there's so much controversy surrounding everything. But it's amazing to be joined by...
I'm very glad to be here, honestly.
Thank
I'm
you
very
for
glad
coming.
to be here.
And it's also nice for another seat to be filled as well.
It's only because you've got your angle back. Listen, don't be under any false illusion, listeners. Laura's in the middle seat.
Back to where I belong.
I actually said to Gary when he entered the building, I was like, I'm not actually huge in real life, but this camera angle situation
Because
makes
Gary
me
said, can I sit on the left? I was like, yeah, absolutely. That's
I
fine.
can sit on the left because I got my tragus pierced last week. I was like, I want that to shine.
Exactly. No, I love it.
Anyone that maybe thought that you were a ladies' man is now definitely
not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
But we were talking, so when we spoke on the phone and I said to you, what was it that got you into hairdressing? And your story's really amazing, so if you could share for our listeners.
So this is the God's honest truth. So when I was in school, and again, all these years ago, it still wasn't really like okay to be out and be gay and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So when I left, I thought, I don't want to then go into work and still have to pretend. And
Absolutely.
So had you not told anyone?
It's not, I told like maybe my cousin. There was a girl I used to work with. There was a girl I went to school with, and she was very happy about that news for some reason. And she never told me till years later that her brother was gay, even though I told her I was gay.
Right, okay.
But that understands why she was so happy for me. But I'm like, well, why didn't you then say to me, "Oh, my brother's gay"? Not that she had to, but I thought, oh, it was really nice that she supported me.
Yeah.
So I did honestly just go into hairdressing because I thought I want to be in a gay-friendly environment. I want to work. I want to earn money. But I didn't love hairdressing, and it wasn't really until I started doing colouring that I was like, wow,
right. So
I'm
that was
enjoying
the
this.
main reason. It's not even because you wanted to be a hairdresser, really.
Not at all.
Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Which is quite unreal, really, isn't it? And it's lucky that you ended up finding something that you really enjoyed. It's a sad world to have been in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where you felt like, oh my gosh, I'll need to find something that's going to accept me for me, and that's going to be welcoming of me being exactly unapologetically who I am, but that. And like you obviously at the time
And
it would have been limited.
And still enjoyed
options,
the
really.
career as well at the back of it.
Well, to begin with, I mean, I did literally just do it as a job.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if I was late to the party with YouTube, but a guy started working with us and he says, have you ever watched people cutting hair on YouTube? And I was like, no, because you'll be the same as us. You got your training in salon or college.
Absolutely.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And this
And
guy...
that wasn't really a thing. It's only now, like in the last probably, 10 years that even social media and people doing tutorials and all that is blown up. Did you say you went to college or you learned from who was employing you?
And we were even talking about this the other day. It's like, even the stuff that we were taught, it wasn't real. Like, I remember being told, if it goes orange, put ash on it.
Yeah.
That is not true. We know that's not true.
No.
But that was what you were taught, and you didn't know any different. And I'm not going to lie.
When you said that, when it goes orange, put ash on it, I thought you were talking about fire. I was like, wait, what?
Have you seen I seen a reel yesterday, and it was
so true though.
When she wants an ashy blonde, and it's a guy standing over the basin flicking a fag on her. I thought that was quite cool.
That's so 90s.
Very, very 90s.
Do you know what they say as well, that ash, like, see for taking like tint off around the head, they
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that's the best thing to take off.
Somebody actually
Obviously.
commented that on a forum. Did you see that once when the girl was saying like she'd
I didn't believe, just leave you a big
I'm
black
pretty
stain,
sure we
but-
done that in my salon when I started.
Oh
I'm not
my
joking.
God.
Because did you ever have a salon where you smoked in as well?
No.
See, when I started there was the smoking side and the non-smoker side.
Oh my God.
Do you know,
Like
like,
all
even
the peroxides and stuff.
I know.
Well-
Because back in the day, it wasn't just limited to 12%. It
I
went
know.
right up to
60. And then after the 9/11, they banned 60 volume. I think
I don't
this
ever
is me
think
with
I've
my
seen
facts. But I
60
think-
volume.
Fun fact.
But I
Disclaimer:
know-
we do not
yeah,
make bombs.
But I'm sure, I'm sure there's something to do with the 60 volume. It was because of the terrorist thing.
Yeah.
They stopped making it. Yeah.
And now we know you would never need to use 60
Why would you
at
ever
all.
use 60?
Why
in
would
the
you ever?
first
It shouldn't
place?
even be allowed.
Even 40 volume scares the life out of me.
I'll only
Like,
use 40 if I'm
high
doing a
lift.
balayage.
Yeah.
Because you do quite a lot of freehand work, don't you?
I do. I do, yeah.
If
So we're
you're
both
not doing
doing
it in
that.
a foil, then
If I'm not doing a foil,
you
I'll
need
use.
the you need the higher.
Sometimes what I'll do is it's just to kind of keep it clean. So I'll do my balayage and then I'll place a foil over the top of it, but
Yeah,
it's
okay.
not really incubating it that much. It's
Yeah.
just to kind of stop the next section
Yeah.
falling down on top of it. And it will obviously give a little bit of heat, but nothing
Yeah.
much. And again, I think you need that boost to kind
You
of
do, because,
get it as light as you can.
That's what puts me off doing the freehand balayage, because you don't always get the lift that people want. But when I've done it, I've only ever used like the clay in with 20 volume. So
I think the problem is people come in with like black hair
I
and
know.
then the photo
But I
is
gave
like
you all my 30
blonde
volumes,
at the
can't even
bottom,
use them.
and I'm like, yeah, there's no way we're getting that freehand. We're gonna have to foil that
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That is
definitely.
just not
yeah,
happening.
depends what you're working with, isn't it? I know.
So see, when you obviously then came into the industry, were you able to be quite immediately like openly gay, or like did you meet quite a lot of people that were?
So it's a very interesting story. So when I first came out, I was running about with a lot of people that were very camp and very flamboyant, and I therefore started acting like that.
Yeah.
And that is how I was, and I wasn't like finger snapping and all that sort of stuff. But I remember being on a night out. This was like years later, and I was standing outside a gay bar, and there was these 3 guys, and they were all really, really good looking. And I was like, "What are you doing in here?" And the guy was like, "Oh, this is my partner, and this is like my best friend." And I'm like, "Yous are not gay." And then we're gay, and I was like, you don't need to be
Yeah, you
a
can.
stereotype.
Yeah.
And even though I'm a hairdresser,
That's
I don't
amazing.
want that to define me either. I don't want to be like the gay hairdresser.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of being gay, but I don't want that to be my only thing.
Absolutely.
And I used to be really good friends with a woman, and she always used to say to me if she was on the phone, "Oh, my gay hairdressers," and I'm like, "See if you call me that again,
I know.
I'll never be your friend."
It's obviously quite defining if someone's to just then think that instead of being like a colour specialist or an outstanding, I know you don't do updos because straight away you're like, I can't even put a bobble in here, but like if that was like, you know, if you were a wedding expert or something, you shouldn't really necessarily need to just be known as the gay hairdresser, but also because you do not look like a stereotypical. There's women that will watch this and be like, that, oh, what a waste.
And I think
Like,
you'll get people
the
that
blushing's coming again.
Oh, but
But you'll get people though that they do want that image, and that is fine, you know, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, of course.
But I think you should be able to choose, like that.
I
You know, if you
definitely-
want it to be
I
about
knew I
what you are
wanted
as
to look-
a stylist.
I didn't want to look like a man. It's just when we all grow, all our images have changed over the years. Do you know what I mean? My face has changed a couple of times.
You had stuff. You had stuff.
I get Botox.
Love it.
I've had the non-surgical rhinoplasty.
Oh my God, what's that?
So it's like you can like tilt your nose and things. I actually need it redone, but it's just
They use
injections and
filler.
it can. So say
Yeah.
I used to have like quite a big bump here. So weirdly enough, they actually fill above the bump,
Yeah,
but it makes
to
the nose
smooth
look
it.
smaller.
How amazing is that?
There's some mega ones where they're like crow's nose, and they make them like
Oh my
the ski
God.
slopes.
Well, is it, so
I
your
know
nose
somebody
is your
that
nose
said
an
that.
optical illusion right now, or
I don't know because I feel like it needs done again.
They use filler, so they fill in
Aye.
is
basically.
she like
the,
adding more to it?
Yeah.
Makes more of
Essentially,
it?
yeah. I know it sounds so bizarre. We'll go
Yeah.
on TikTok after this and you can see some.
Wow.
Some of them are
Yeah.
outstanding.
Oh my God, that is
How
amazing
clever.
because I would never look at your nose and think there was a bump there.
no,
Now I'm like, that is a mirage.
No,
oh my
mirage.
God, I mean, I'm staring at your nose.
Look straight on.
Now you're like, I see that side camera. There, you're sitting looking at your nose. I'm sitting looking at my 18 chins, which is why I've bought an outfit that's like right up.
We're all so critical of ourselves, though, aren't
no,
we?
I know.
No, actually love our industry for the fact that you can be unapologetically you. And I've said before, so I was a lawyer briefly. Well, I did quite a few law degrees, and then I did the traineeship, and then as soon as I qualified, I was like, I'm out. It wasn't me.
Yep.
Whereas, because in an office, you're so restricted as well. Like, we know my personality. I am loud, I'm chatty, and it's like you just get to go and be exactly who you want to be, and your clients will gravitate either.
Well,
They'll
you attract clients that I think are like you. I mean, obviously there's 6 of us in the salon, and I think everybody has their own type of client. You do naturally, as you say, like gravitate clients towards you.
I come into your salon sometimes and I can see people physically like uncomfortable with me talking to you. They're like that. Oh my gosh, she's
but it's
very
true,
loud.
and I think I think it's really good though, because you have such a bond with your clients though, and I think it's not just you like the way that you do their hair. There's more goes into it, and we said that before. It's like you need like a bit of a connection.
It's a relationship.
Yeah.
But also you spend, what is it? You spend like 70% of your life at work. So you may as well.
I was like, well,
it depends how slow you are at Avalia.
How much money
you want to go to your job and actually enjoy it. Like when you're going to a 9 to 5 or a 9 to 9 or whatever, and you're absolutely hating your life, then that's not good. Whereas we're so fortunate to have found something that not only do we enjoy doing, we get to have these amazing people that we surround ourselves by, in our chairs. So, talking of which, what is the most crazy story you've ever heard from behind the mirror? It could be like jaw-dropping, it could be wow factor, it could be like...
I'm trying to think.
You've had your fair share over I don't really get crazy stories. But I think it depends on your
episode ones. I've got some.
I think it depends on your surroundings as well. I think you've got that one-to-one kind of.
Some people would maybe tell you more than if the salon was full, kind of a thing.
I know sometimes the salon's pretty full, and we talk about some, like, so this week I'll let you think about yours, and this week mine has been so. We constantly keep bringing up this Brazilian blow dry. I do Brazilian blow dries, keratin blow dries, and we're talking about them in the salon. Not everybody knows what they are, and for some reason, I do not know why, I have become associated with people think that I'm going to straighten their pubic regions. Like, that's not, I think, because it's a Brazilian and a Brazilian wax. So you call it, his face is like, what? How did it go from that to that? A terrible turn. So people will be like, I'm saying to them, like, I think your hair would really benefit from this. It's really in. It's such a good treatment. And they're staring at me like I am insane. And then
I've never thought about it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think about it either.
It's amazing where people's minds go.
Lucy was like that. She thinks you're talking about her nether regions, and I was like,
why would
straighten your pubic hair?
Why would you even?
I know.
And then she's got, I've not got any.
Well, that's what exactly happened. So the chat in the salon then led to lasering and who had what, and I was like, I remember thinking at one point, why are we talking about? Because Kim Kardashian brought out the pants.
Oh God, yeah.
With the fur on them. Have you seen them?
They're awful.
So they're 80 or 90 odd pounds a pair of pants, and she's put pubic hair on the outside of the pants. So it's like it looks like. There's
a name for it. Is it like not a Birkin? Because I know it's a bag, but is there like there's a name for it?
Oh wow,
there is a name for it.
It looks like Ape Man, like back in the day when they used to wear bits of cloth with hair on it. Anyway, she's charging it, but they sold out. These pants have sold out. Because Kim Kardashian put her name to it, just shows you a celebrity puts her name to something, and it's like, we must buy that because it will be great. Yeah. They'll be the best pubic hair pants I've ever owned.
It was when she was endorsing the purple teeth, what's it called, toothpaste? I'm like, she has veneers. I know. I'm like, surely you're not going to buy that. She has veneers that are gleaming white.
People are silly though. They just go, oh wow, her teeth look amazing, I'm going to buy that. Do you know?
Do you know what I've started doing? See if I see sponsored ads on Instagram, and I think, I want to buy that. I go straight onto Temu, because I know you were talking about this as well.
Oh yeah,
straight onto Temu. So I seen these glow in the dark Mercedes dust caps, so that when your wheels move, they'll go blue. And I went, I'm getting them. And then I went straight onto Temu, and it was like,
did you find them on there?
The exact same ones for £4, and they were like,
see things like that. I think absolutely. So the Dyson thing, did you see people were coming back saying nah, it's not, it's definitely fake. I know. It's a really expensive fake though.
I know.
I mean, I know it's still it's cheaper. But
obviously I'd gone on Temu and found that there's like branded items on there, like iPad, Dyson Air Wraps.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Shark,
but it says
dryers.
Dyson UK, so I don't know how they get away with that. But I think you just have to be very careful with
copyright mark or whatever. There'll be some loophole, or they're obviously just breaking the law and they don't care. Turns out that they're the same price, so they're like not a kick in the teeth off the real price. So you look like you're getting a bit of a bargain, but it's not legitimate. So
I don't know.
Craziness.
I don't know. I think when it comes to things, there's no way I would be risking spending that amount of money on it, though.
No.
And if
You'd
I
rather
did,
just buy the real thing if you want to.
Well, for saving £80, like, well, you're wasting 300 odd otherwise, you know.
Yeah. But like with anything for us, we like obviously everything gets through a reputable seller because we are insured to be using tools that are definitely what they're meant to be. Yeah. Not something that's going to explode in your hand.
I think if you're buying it through either like a professional or the actual website itself, then you know you're guaranteed.
Somewhere you can go back to as well. If you've bought a pair of straighteners from your salon and they blow up, well, you're a rich person. So, so now that I've told you about our pubic hair discussions, did that give you a chance to have a think?
I don't really get anything too crazy. The only thing I was actually speaking about this other day in the salon, and it was about, this is where we're going now. So I have a client, obviously I'll not say names, but you can definitely show this, right? Mm-hmm. So there's a girl I was working with, she was doing this girl's hair. And I was like, oh, hiya, how you doing? And then it wasn't until I was shampooing at the backwash, because her section's right next to the backwash, I went, I've just realised who you were, because she used to have hair down to there the last time she was in, she got it all cut up to there. I was like, I've just realised who you were. So they were talking about being on holiday and getting drunk tattoos, and I went, I would never get a drunk tattoo, no matter what, when or where. I says, in fact, I've got a girl who you would never imagine to do this, because she's so nice. She went to Ibiza and got IBZ tattooed on the inside of her lip. And I went, and that's such and such. And the client that was getting a haircut went, that's my cousin.
What's the chances?
And I went, oh my God, no, it gets better. So we were talking about this story again just the other day, and the woman's hair I was doing works with her aunt.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I've just done this. I mean, it's not an awful thing. The girl's parents don't know, as far as I know.
But you feel as I know, because then you've then almost been talking about it. It's like, what, out of everyone to be sitting in the salon,
the two people.
Would have to be, I know.
The two people. She went, that's my cousin.
That must have been agony.
I know.
I don't have any tattoos.
Well, she was probably drunk, so.
Inside your mouth.
Aye, just
obviously you've got quite a lot of tattoos going on, and I'm presuming they're fairly stingy to get done.
So now you can get numbing cream. So the majority of them have been done without numbing cream, but I will never get another tattoo without numbing cream.
Oh, well.
Never. You can call me whatever you want. I will never.
Why would you want to sit there?
Why would you want to sit there in pain when
if you don't have
nothing?
to, absolutely.
Do you have tattoos, Laura?
Yeah, I didn't think they were that sore though.
What did you get?
So I've got 3 stars down my spine. I've got one on my hip. My mum and dad absolutely hate this. My mum will be like, I hate those tattoos. On my hip, I've got, like, when I was 16, I got 2 love hearts, and I hate it. My mum, she it's like, Mum's always right. Do you know what I mean? But I was always going to go and get it covered, but it's just the time, the money. What do I get? I'm scared to get something else in case I don't like that.
Do you get your initials just in case you ever forget them or something? Like,
but I can. You can't see it because like where like my underwear sits, and if I've got a bikini on, you don't see it, but you can see the 3 stars on my back.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't mind it though. The one in my back because I don't see it all the time.
Well, I just recently got one in the back of my neck, and I love it. But I don't get to see it.
Yeah.
And it's weird. And I actually asked ChatGPT to design the tattoo for me.
Oh wow. Did you really?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Have you seen that people are asking ChatGPT to design their hair for them?
Yeah.
Actually, I love ChatGPT. I use it every single day. Even this morning, I've realised I'd ran out of olive oil and I was making scrambled eggs, and I went,
I thought you were going to say for the hair, and I
was
no. This podcast is taking a turn for the worst.
Handy for
it's very, very handy. And then I've got a wee ADHD brain, so any question that pops in my head, I'm like
get one along like
Even one night I was walking home and it was freezing. This was in December time last year, and it was freezing. And I just remember thinking, I wonder where deer sleep at night. Like, because round about Motherwell.
So you're a whole new level to me, I think.
Oh no, I've got like stuff goes on in my head all the time. That's why I like see some of my TikTok videos as well. They come to my head just through like someone saying one word, and I'll go, oh, I could make a video out of that.
Yeah.
So,
that's like you're a bit like that though. Somebody can say, oh, give you an idea, and the next thing you're on it.
Yeah. Oh, like so I can't be
parties.
dithering. I don't like to have something sitting. So if we've got a plan or something's happening with the podcast or something's happening with business or whatever, consider it done yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like there's no way that I could just be. I don't know. It's weird, right? Because I didn't know that some people actually sometimes sit with no thoughts in their head.
That can't be true.
We were talking about this. Laura can sit and watch a film and not be thinking of not what the film's about. Like, she's just watching a film, watching the film.
I can sit and hear sometimes, and when Lisa and Sarah was here, and I can feel myself just daydreaming. I actually had to say to Megan, you need to cut that out because I'm just staring at his face. I don't know where I am at that point.
Whereas I've always got about 18 conversations on the go in my own head. Like, right, I need to do that, I need to sort this, that needs done, that needs ordered, I need to do that. Yeah, no, so she's either off grid for 8 working days or she's sending me messages at 4 a.m. saying, I've had the best idea ever.
I know, and it's like, go, and I'm like, right, I've done my bit. Okay, I can sit back.
She actually sometimes sends them to the producer, and I don't know if you've noticed that you don't get a response.
But see, as long as I say it, then it's done, and then I can sit back again.
The messages will come in thick and fast at 3 a.m. that length ago, and there's 12 of them, and I'm like, that, oh, read the room, Laura, nobody's actually wanting.
But see, sometimes though, it's like when it's in my head, I need to say it. Because then otherwise, I don't get a minute otherwise.
I know, but it's weird. Like, so when it's in her head, she says it and it goes away. It doesn't for me.
I'm the same.
Try to say it and move on.
Like, no, so I keep it, I retain it till it's dealt with. So then it burrows, then I'll add something else to it. Then it becomes an amalgamation of disaster, and then I need to start closing some tabs, as I like to call it. I've got too many tabs open. I need to close some tabs down here. Like, I need to deal with these jobs.
I think we're like, so you would be the beginner level, I would be the intermediate, and you're the advanced. That's the way I'm not as bad as you, but I'm not as bad as you.
I don't know, I'm not walking about wondering where deer sleeps.
Honestly, all the time.
But there's obviously levels. Like, mine is very work related. It's very like, and Hallie, like my daughter, like, so mine is very much like, I've had an idea. Like, one time I invented a thing when I was pregnant, and I forgot about the fact that I contacted a company to have a patent made. So they phoned me from America. Do you remember this? It was a chair cover. Don't even ask me why. Not for a salon. Just because I had an egg chair and I was so fat and pregnant, I couldn't get the cover on it, and I was like, it's got to be an easy way. So I got a hairdressing gown, put a sandbag round the outside of it, and then was like flinging it over, and I was like, that's way better than zips. I should invent it. It's called the Easy Cover. We should set up a website. Jamie will sell it. It'll be $10.99, $99.99. Like, do you know? And the next thing's I'm getting phone calls after I'd had Hallie. I was like, who is this? And it was the people in America phoning to see if I still wanted to patent.
Yeah, like, I'm over that now.
Chair cover. I was like, oh no, sorry about that. Thank you. Lisa's latest millionaire scheme. It's like Del Boy, except like, hopefully one comes good one time. Yeah. You know, like, you never know.
I remember years ago because Wella, their towels are bleach resistant.
Oh yeah.
And I genuinely years ago was like, somebody should invent bleach proof clothing. And I thought about it, and obviously now people have done it now.
Yeah.
But you think, how do you even start to go about doing that? Like,
I know.
Again, that's the ADHD thing. Well, it's not even ADHD because I don't have it. Well, I didn't have ChatGPT at the time.
I know, but that's why it's really bad for us right now. So I have an idea. I've invented a thing for hairdressing, and the next things I know, I'm in ChatGPT. It's designed me the actual what I've thought of in thingy. Turns out it's going to cost £60,000 though to have a prototype made. So that was where it went a wee bit rogue. I was like, oh,
but I know. But I think it's
on the back burner.
It's definitely it's got its uses. But I think as far as like the client thing, you know, when they're doing, we spoke about, you know, the consultations, and ChatGPT said I should get this done with my hair.
But what they didn't tell it was that they've had 8 years of different brands of box dye, and they've put it on, and there's banding and there's damage, and so they come in and say, ChatGPT told me that you should put an 8.1 on my head with some foils and leave it for 42 minutes, and I'll have this perfect Paris Hilton look. And it's like, aye.
So ChatGPT again isn't 100%. Even though it is very, very intelligent. So last night, for example, I use a blue rinse on my hair, believe it or not. I used the Wella Perfectone /8 just to kind of make my white whiter and my darker kind of a thing.
Listening and not watching, is not blue hair.
It's like a really blue hair.
Sexy, like grey fox kind of vibe, I would say, but not like an old lady blue rinse.
You're going to get your head like this size.
But that's what's quite interesting, because again, years ago their hair would be blue, but obviously we've got the information to know. So I know that, like, when I bleach my hair as well, I like to be blonde in the summer, and I always tone it with a blue based toner, because it's the only way to get it like that icy. Even although people are like, we'll neutralise it with violet. Blue is the way forward for a really icy colour. I done that last night, but I'd asked ChatGPT.
That's why we use 10BS all the time, because 10BS is like
blue based.
Blue based.
You still obviously need to neutralise the yellow before doing that, but for me, like, that was just like that. And also use the Wella Colour Fresh /89.
So you've always used Wella then?
Always.
So you trained with Wella as well?
The salon I was in, they always used Wella. Excuse me. And then just when I opened Mona, I just stuck with it. And then luckily I feel
like when you train with something and it's what you know, you trust it. because you've got your swatches and the colours don't always come out the same.
Well, that's the thing.
So there's a lot of learning when then you change to
Some
a
of my
different
clients will say,
brand.
can you show me a colour chart? And I'm like, no,
I know.
because this is for us really, but you still...
Yeah.
You still do show them. You still
Well,
do
I
show them.
tend to show them.
Do you ever feel like you show them a colour that you're not about to mix, but that's going to come out looking more like that than what you're mixing?
It's really handy, like when they say to you, they don't want warm. Like, okay, right, you pick what blonde do you like? Because 9 times out of 10, the blonde is warm. Do you know? But it's just in their eyes, it's like kind of defining like what they see is warm and what I see is warm. Do you know?
That was weird because I'd done a balayage a couple of weeks back. And she went, "Oh my god, I love it so much better when it's warmer." And I was like, "That's insanely ashy. Like there's not an iota of warmth in your hair." And she was like, "No, I can see that it's warmer." And I'm like, "Oh,
I know,
wow, that's..."
I know.
And I actually said, we'll need to talk about that in the podcast because I wonder if there's a difference in our trained brains as to what warm is and ash based on what the public perception of something is. I don't want warmth, and then they show you like Jennifer Lopez's hair and
it's
you're like
I've had a client and she said to me before, "Oh, my hair feels really yellow." And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, "Your hair's cooler than mine. So what colour's my hair then?" Do you know what I mean? Like, if yours is yellow and yours, you must think I'm like blooming
People's
Canadian.
perception of colour.
I don't know. It's weird though. But they're not. But then they can look at you and go, "But your hair's nice." And I'm like, "My hair's more gold than yours." I'm so good. Oh, it's so hard.
I think it's always good to speak to them and say, "Listen, I just want to make sure we're on the same page." It's like, you can show me a 5'2" and say that's warm. If that's what your eye sees as warm, I just need to know why you think that's warm.
Yeah.
I have a client called Jenny who we can use that's fine. I'd done a balayage on her. It was absolutely beautiful. She wanted to be toned down, so I toned her down to like with a 797 colour touch. And when she came back to me, she went, "I really like this red tone." And I went, "What?" Like, I was like, "Do you really see red?" And she went, "I like a red." Like she said, "I'm not saying
what colour would you have said it was?"
I would have said it was a 797.
what's that to the public like?
So a 9 is Sondra and a 7 is brunette. So that's well as beige range. So
okay.
I always find that sometimes if you're doing a balayage as well, if in doubt, beige it out.
You'll get.
It's got the warmth and the cool.
Yeah.
Well, we use a beige based like
That's
our
like
blue beige toner like BS.
Yeah. Goldell's got the new MPs out. I love the MPs.
I also feel like you need to go darker with your toner as well, don't you?
Definitely.
Be safe.
No, I think it's just you
It
put
doesn't
a 7
grab.
on. It doesn't come out a 7.
100%.
So I always go
do you
darker.
know when you notice that as well? See if they've got like bleached ends. Like I've got a client and our ends have obviously grabbed the toner from before, but then see when you touch up her root, I actually always need to then tone her root darker than what her ends are because to make it the same. Because the new it's like as if it's I don't know why it's like as if it's so porous but it doesn't absorb it.
I think I always need to kind of I personally would tone the mid-lengths and ends before I do the root because the root's fresh and it's just going to go.
Well, I don't even touch her ends because they're so grey. I think she uses like vanilla and everything in between it.
But then
so
we were
they're
talking
like, a
about
lot of
that as
time I
well,
need to try and strip the toner back out it.
Somebody left a comment on our page saying like all blondes are walking about with moggered hair, and I obviously did the response and said, well, actually we're only 50% responsible because when you leave at the salon, if you're then not taking care of your own hair, if you're not using heat protection spray, if you're using tools that aren't suitable in high heats, or you're using Head and Shoulders or something, or T-gel or whatever, all of these things. Do you remember the smell of that? Do you remember net repellent shampoo? Tell me someone else's childhood had that.
I mean, I definitely.
You have to use just wait till Hallie's at school.
Oh, do you still do it?
You still have to do
kids
that.
still get it.
Net repellent stuff. It stinks.
You have to use it. Like you have to use it. Honestly, wait till Hallie's at school.
Have you ever encountered a net?
Only on myself when I was younger. Not in the salon.
job. Have you?
So years ago, right, and I was one of these things.
Adults
I was like,
as well, not children.
Aye, definitely, yeah. But again, they've probably caught it from the children.
The children.
But they don't know because they've obviously must have come into the salon. Sure, you would because you wouldn't go if you knew.
And it's almost like all combs in the thing,
I
all
was
the
gonna say,
gown, the
it's
towel,
like the scene at
everything.
ET.
What have they touched?
Hazmat suits and all that on, you're like,
it's like COVID.
Bin the gowns, bin the. You're like, it's a
what
nick, come on,
brush did you
calm
use?
down.
What
calm
comb?
down.
salon down.
Burn the salon down and start again.
I know.
Yeah, it's a nick, come on, calm
I know,
down.
but it does make you feel a little itchy.
What? Like,
I
did
actually
you
like watching
actually-
videos on TikTok of them being removed.
Did you finish the service or what?
No, you can't.
No,
No,
you're not
you
allowed
have to
to.
stop
So
as
if you've
soon
done
as you
half a haircut on someone,
you need to go. You can't. There's
you
no way.
don't dry or nothing. Or, but I
no,
mean, I've
finish
not.
if you've cut like a lot of hair off somebody on one side.
Most of the time, it's usually when you're just starting. You're not really halfway into a haircut.
You're not going to get...
No.
Because you would section off for the ears, and that's what they normally are
it's
behind
usually
the ears.
or the nape of the neck.
Are they obvious? I've never even seen them.
You would know.
Are they obvious? Like, can you see the head crawling?
I've
like,
actually only really seen the eggs rather than the
I was going to
actual...
say, usually you just... Because the actual lice itself, a lot of the time, is the same colour as the hair, unless they're really platinum blonde.
Right.
You don't really see, but the eggs are white, so the eggs usually stand out.
And they don't look like dandruff in any way?
No, because they're halfway down the hair shaft.
That's what I was going to say. I remember actually cutting someone's hair, and I seen... Obviously, the egg itself wasn't moving, but I felt like I seen the egg moving down the shaft, and that's when I noticed, actually.
Yeah.
So what did you do with the rest of the haircut, but?
I think it was kind of a quite near, like I'd done on my back section, so I thought I'll just cut.
Kind of just do the sides to match.
Square it off, and then off you pop.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Because I was going to say it'd be really gutting for someone that had, like, say, my length hair, who'd got a bob at the back.
You would never be that far through a haircut. Because as Gary said, they always gather behind the ears, behind the neck, sometimes in the fringe. But usually, you would notice them before you even got to that point.
I never actually got them as a kid. I was like really, really lucky. So my mum, I do have the memories of that stinking shampoo and also sitting with a comb every night. I mean, see if I got them now, I've got so many extensions.
But I need to treat Willow's hair. Like, I should do it probably more, but I would say once every 3-4 months.
Really, yeah.
Just to check. Yeah, because it's...
Would you still treat it if you didn't have them?
So the thing is with the schools now, you're not allowed to say like, so-and-so's got it. So you just get a blanket email to the whole school, there is nits in the school, please check your children.
It's not fair.
So I'm like, right, okay, you just have to do it. And it's more of a preventative measure than anything.
So it's not even the class? Because I suppose they all play with each other on the playground.
Yeah.
I think that it should be like, there should be a group email, but the person should be sent the letter, because if that person is irresponsible and not going to... Because not everybody's going to de-lice their children.
And I mean, I know when I treat Willow's hair, like, it's done and it's done properly, but you're trusting that people are treating it right. But that's obviously why it just goes round.
I'm obviously doing all this stuff with the social work department just now, so I've been collecting from my clients like gifts, but also there's a lot of like domestically abused women that have fled their houses, and men are domestically abused as well with their children. They've got absolutely nothing, so I took it upon myself because I didn't have enough to do to gather all these
enough tabs
things.
open.
Well, there was another tab got open. That was a whole other problem this week, but that's okay. It was like 400 bin bags eventually gathered, which is amazing.
That's really cool.
It was, and do you know what? Like, it'll be worth it when social work feedbacks me. They'll be like, we people were so happy, but folk were so generous, which I'm not complaining about. But I had scooters in my living room. I had vanity tables. I had games consoles coming out of my ears. I had air fryers and all this stuff.
Wow, people are amazing.
But when the teachers were talking to me, they were saying that the people that need the if you want to put air quotes and call it charity, the most are the ones that won't accept it. And I bet you that's the same with the head lice, because the people that are maybe the ones that need treatment, their parents either don't care or haven't got the money in which to maybe buy or the education in which to do.
I'm pretty sure you can get it on prescription though. I'm sure you can go to the pharmacy and get it. I've always just ordered it on Amazon.
Like Gary says, if the school aren't writing a letter saying, hi, wee Bob has got nits, can you please treat this at home? We've included a shampoo and a comb. Can you please do this? Are they educated to know that the generic letter that's been sent to the whole school is about your child?
Yeah.
And also, like, I am not a judgmental person in this, and that's why we did that massive gathering. People find themselves in situations all the time that they didn't ask to be in, but there will be people that are asking to be put, I suppose, like, if you want to be bluntly like that, most people will not, they'll maybe just get bad situations in their life and they don't deserve where they are. But there will be people that are just negligent through misuse of substances, etc. And they're not caring about nits on their kids' head.
No.
Least of their priorities, which that wee soul's then. So everyone's getting treated. They've still got their wee head with the head lice and they're going back into school and reinfecting everyone, you know.
Have you ever seen a TV series called Motherland?
No, but I've heard of this.
It's hilarious, but there's an episode where they have to de-lice all the children.
Man.
It is honestly, as mothers, I'm not even a mother, and it is the funniest programme I've ever seen. I've watched it twice now.
I've been told a few times by my clients as well about this. I need to stick it on the list. I'm
And then
watching Breaking
there's,
Bad just now.
I've never ever fancied that at all.
I'm
I don't
on my
know.
second time of it. Do you know that if you are an anxious person and you rewatch a programme that you've already watched, it can calm you down?
Well, I have heard that actually.
And obviously, I've
Is it the
pipes burst
familiar
and keys
thing?
lost. I'm like,
But I genuinely just like
when I
watching stuff and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm not really like, I love horror films, but I would rather just watch like.
But that's serial killer right there. I want to watch
That's
things.
like Chris. Like, see my partner Chris, he's obsessed with horror films, and I'm better at.
Do they make him happy though? Because he's just said, I
No, it
want to
doesn't
watch
make me
something
happy.
that makes
It doesn't make me happy,
I want
sorry.
to watch something that makes me happy. I love horror films. Okay then.
No, I love watching comedy mostly, but I love a horror film, but nothing scares me now with horror films.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
actually
like
like
Chris.
I'm actually like that. I can tell you who's going to die first. I can tell you how he's going to die.
Yeah.
But I play a lot of horror PlayStation games, and
wow.
that's how
Yeah.
I get back in it because you're actually in the game.
Yeah.
What about VR?
Yes, I've
you
played.
got that?
Yeah, I played Resident Evil 7 on VR, which was terrifying.
Oh,
It
so
was,
you actually were scared of that?
Oh, I was actually terrified, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember the
you know-
door get trapped and everything.
That's
I was like
different,
that.
isn't it? I know.
But the only thing I don't like about it is I don't like. So that's called like first player when you can just see and you just move around.
It's like you're just in it.
I like
Yeah.
to see my character.
Uh-huh.
But
Oh, okay.
but Resident Evil 7,
Oh,
you
so
had
it's
to
like your
play it.
eyes are its eyes. So
Yeah, so
looking, right.
you're moving
It's
like
like
this.
you're in it.
But-
VR's
You know,
amazing though. I
I
do
had an
love it.
idea, right? This is pure mental because you know that thing that's out just now. It's about the wee boy on Netflix. It's called like it's about the child, responsible child.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen
I
it?
haven't
Right,
heard
of it.
so it's all over the place. I watched that and it's pretty harrowing. It's like just a mess of the justice system. Well, we know my thoughts on that, but anyway. So I was thinking, would it not be mental if lawyers were allowed to put VR headsets on the jury to show them what had happened on that
scene?
day, and then
Yeah.
be like that? In this, when you've watched this, did you reach for a knife? Did you reach for the door? What did you feel like you wanted to do?
That's very interesting.
I know.
What would you have done?
And then that was my ADHD having another idea. Like we should apply to the court system to see if
I
we
know,
could
but
get
the
VR
problem
headsets.
is you
They'll never allow that.
You can't actually really.
No, because it's subjective to the person that was in that
It's the
situation.
emotions
but-
that
yeah.
build to that. I know. I know
But
what you mean though.
Obviously, on these cases, because we all know that the law's a bit corrupt, and in these cases, would it not? It would be pretty outstanding if somebody
Yeah.
could like see what they saw, or in theory,
Mm-hmm.
based on all the statements, and then be like, I did actually reach for the knife because I was like scared
Mm-hmm.
of that coming towards me or whatever.
I was actually talking about this the other day to a client. I says, I think it is a shame that women who, or men who murder their partners through domestic abuse then get sent to prison. I know they've murdered someone, but I'm thinking they have been pushed to that.
Yeah. I think there's a lot goes into it.
I don't think that they should really be, if it's been years and years and years and there's proof that someone has
Yeah.
been like,
Yeah.
I hate domestic abuse, I hate bullying, I hate
Yeah.
any form of it. So I
Yeah.
just think anybody that has been driven to murder their partner through
If that's
abuse,
the
then-
last, if
yeah,
that's where
100%.
you're at in your life, absolutely.
A lot of these people don't even know that they're being abused until the penny drops, maybe because an outsider says, by the way, that's not normal.
know.
Like, and you know, because actually abuse can be so mental, and men are abused too, and it's it, you know, it's a lot of the time it's the women that are the ones that are, I suppose, thought of as being the victim, but actually they can be just as bad, if not worse, mentally abusing their partner too.
Kenny's watched Coronation Street?
No.
No, I love Coronation Street.
I don't want to be known as just a gay hairdresser, but I love
I
Coronation.
love Coronation Street. So every
He's coming out now,
every
folks.
Sunday I watch it. But there's a gay couple in it just now, and it's like a total mental course of kind of a thing. And when I watch it, I get really, really angry.
Yeah.
It makes me really, really angry.
What's the story?
So just this, it was a disaster for the beginning. I say that. So
She should never have married him. I told her.
no, it's two guys.
Oh,
so
yeah, of course.
one of the guys, there was this. What you would say is good looking. He's not. He's got the squarest face ever.
Yep.
He had a wife, kids, went with this guy. They've separated, but he used to do the pray the gay away, and he does that thing with the elastic band. And
right,
there's just so many things that you shouldn't
Yeah.
go into a relationship with.
Gay away.
Aye, like as in
Yeah,
like
I've
all
heard of
these. That's
Yeah.
basically what it is. Like all these places that you would go. Like I could go to somewhere and be like, I don't want to be gay. Can you help me not be gay?
Is that as if it's like something that can be removed
Oh, it
from
happens
you?
in America
Yeah.
like all the time. There's
Yeah.
like proper churches and all that where parents will send their kids.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
I know, it's
that's
terrible.
terrible.
I'm telling you,
Like,
honest stories.
also, just so if anyone in America is watching this podcast, you cannot pray the gay out of
you
your
can't.
child.
You can't.
It's
Disclaimer.
not gonna go. I mean, Gary, at any point have you prayed? I mean, look at
I've
Sam
never
Smith.
wanted to
He
pray.
wrote a song called "Unholy." I
know.
He is literally
I know.
not. I mean, I don't know. Is he gay now?
We don't know what
No, he's
that
in a,
is.
I
he's
don't
a
think he knows what
umbrella.
it is.
No,
He's
he's
a what?
a
I don't
umbrella.
think he knows what it is.
He doesn't know what he is, but he was gay for a while, so
Yeah.
that counts. He ain't prayed that away.
So going back to the hairdressing side of things, because
Why,
we always
right,
get totally
Oh, but do you
sidetracked.
not love that? I was
I
just
know.
about to say before we do that, this is what salons are like, isn't it? You
I know,
start
it's
talking
very
about
true.
something and then it just flows.
Yeah.
How could we possibly ever have scripted that we'd be talking about Coronation Street
Nuts.
Nuts. AI in a
You
courtroom.
can't. That's the thing. You can't. You just have to see where it goes.
But that's why I love our job. That's why I love what we do. Like you could never think like
every
you go
day is
into
different.
work.
Every conversation is different.
Yeah.
I know.
I use chatty hairdressers.
So
I know you said that you like it. Well, she does do silent appointments.
I do
I'm
both.
not capable physically.
It depends. I do both. Yeah.
I like to work in silence most
I like
of the
a
time.
bit of both.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I physically couldn't.
Oh, well,
Like-
clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'd be like I would make me
couldn't go like that
anxious.
all day.
I
Like,
do it all day.
I couldn't.
All
It
day.
tires me.
It tires
Even
me.
listening to other people's
Yeah.
conversations, I'm like,
Yeah.
I told you about the South African woman, didn't
Yeah.
I? Oh my God. Honestly, the full salon was affected by that woman being in. And she wasn't a nasty person or a mean person, but
Just
she
the energy.
spoke from the minute she sat in the chair.
It's quite draining.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
the girl that was doing her hair, she actually went through the back mid-colour,
Yeah.
took headache tablets,
Yeah.
come back through.
It's just that
It's just your
continuous.
personality, though, isn't
I know. I think especially it's even worse if you're not in the conversation because it's just continuous noise in the back, isn't it? As well, and it's hard when you're in a salon if that's going on and you lose a wee bit with your own client because everybody's aware of that conversation going
It's
on.
like me when I get my
And
hair
you
done.
find
like,
yourself just sitting listening. You're like, sorry, we've
I'm
actually not spoke for 10 minutes, but you know they're listening as well. But I know. But anyway, so going back to what I want to talk about. So social media. You're off social media. Is that right? As far
a
as like
person?
salon goes.
Second, sorry?
So like your salon page and do you use like,
So I had a salon page. So everyone in the salon self-employed, and what I would do
Yeah.
is I would.
do you don't have like a page for the salon solely?
I did, but I get rid of it because it was too difficult to try and keep up with
Yeah.
my own.
Yeah.
But then also repost everyone else's work.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at, and because I've got the salon page, although everyone's employed, they're not self-employed, but they still have their own pages, and they'll upload stuff, but I'll upload stuff, and you try and share things, and it's a lot of work.
It is. It's a lot of work.
And then I
stopped
get
it.
messages coming in, they get messages coming in. That's why I've got online booking, which was the next thing I was going to come to, because at least I can direct them onto the online booking. But I know that I don't use
it.
online booking. No, and I know you don't.
No.
So
So
why?
I've got a
What's your thing?
My problem with it is I know how long I take to do a thing on a person's head.
Yeah.
And that will change based on who the person is, right?
Yeah.
So I know I've got some clients whose hair is down to the bottom of their
Yeah.
bum.
Yeah.
And I know it takes me like double the amount of time to do. So if they've gone on a system and booked a cut and blow dry, I would be so effed through my day because I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my gosh, it's given me 40 minutes and that takes me an hour and a half. Oh my, and I'm running behind. Equally, I
Mm-hmm.
know that I've got some clients who'll maybe get a root tint and it doesn't take me
Yeah.
the full application time. So when I'm making my diary per day, I
Mm.
work my own. Like
Mm-hmm.
I could do a hair up there because I've got so and so and so and so.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who sometimes is always a bit late, or sometimes I run to the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like a tight ship. So I know if someone's always a wee bit late, then
Yeah.
I maybe have to allow a wee bit of thing. If they've got control of my diary, how would you make that work? For me, it just doesn't.
why I'm
I think
against
when
it.
you're on your own, I think it's different. I think for me, like running the salon,
You've got hundreds
Well, I
of
suppose
I've got
if
too
you're
many
getting lots of
staff, and I would
appointments.
need a receptionist. So the online booking is my receptionist, and we're lucky that most of the time, if appointments go in, we always allow the most amount of time we need. So if there's somebody that you don't need as much time, it's easy to cut the time down, and then generally, then you can fill the gaps. Do you know what I mean? But most of the time, yeah. Or if it comes to we've got like somebody can help blow dry.
Yeah.
So
But it's also like people don't always know what it is that they want. So I'll get a message saying, "Hi, I need a full head colour."
yeah. So
Is
nobody
that
can
foils?
book
Is
in
that balayage? Is that
Yeah.
what is a full head
But
colour?
nobody
Like
can
tin.
book a colour booking on our system without first having a colour consultation, and then at that
Also,
point,
it actually won't let them.
it would get cancelled.
Right, okay.
So it says when they go to book a colour, like if you're a new client, you must book a colour consultation.
okay.
So then they have their patch test done, they have the consultation done, and then they're told either we can book it in salon there and then, or they can book it online and they're told what to book.
Right, okay.
And at that point then when they leave, so next time when you're booking, if you just book for this and this, and a lot of time they'll book it there and then, so that they remember.
I see pros and cons of both, right? Because obviously your no-shows, I don't know about you, like the deposit thing, I don't do deposits either. It's so much admin for me, I just couldn't be bothered. And I'm so lucky that
It's a lot of admin if you've not got
the
a system. Yeah.
95% of my clients, if they cancel last minute, they generally do offer me a
Yeah.
payment towards they know I've got employees, they know that,
See, when
I've
they
got
offer
overheads.
it though, do you not find it awkward to take it?
No, so I used to, but obviously I've now got Lucy's wages, I've got Paula's wages, I've got a baby.
Because that's the problem. A lot of people find it hard to then go, I do need the money.
I usually will say, I am so sorry, you know that if I couldn't fill it, if you'd have given me any more notice, and if I can get something else in, I'll be honest and say, do you know what, I had a waiting list, it's okay. Like, but if somebody's just wiped you of a, £100 service, 150, whatever, that I've got 2 wages to pay, and I only work 2 days because I've got a baby. Like,
so what happens if you get somebody booking in for say 3-hour colour job and they don't show up, and their first time they've came to you?
It has happened, and for me, I had somebody, actually it was about £600 worth of work over the course of a few appointments, and it was my fault. I should never have booked her back in. I knew her, you give people the benefit of the doubt, and I ended up, rightly or wrongly, I didn't name her on my social media, but I went to town, I posted up saying, I don't know if people realise, I have to pay bills, I have a mortgage. If you went to your work and they turned around to you one day and they said, Gary, sorry mate, we didn't hit our quota last week, so we're not paying you for the day's work, but you will still need to sit in the office. You'd be like, I'm at nothing. I'll see you later. And you know what? I'll be looking for another job because I can't live like that. So it's really, really, really tricky. And at that point, she'd done it about 5 times, and I was like, nah. So I went on, and I didn't name her, like I say, but I did say, do you know how much pressure you've just put on me? I've now got to find an extra 4 hours work that I was meant to have today somewhere else, not only to pay me, to pay my overheads, to pay my staff. There's other people that this is a ripple effect on everybody. So
did you ever get anything?
No, I just barred her, and I told other salons about her, and I said, look, and it turned out she'd been barred from a lot of places before. I had done her hair before, so I didn't ever see her as a problem, but a lot of businesses had previously barred her, and now, like I say, I am so fortunate that I know my clients, they've been coming to me for a long time. Very rarely does people cancel, and when they do, most of the time they'll offer. I don't take 100% off people. So if somebody turned and say, just for easy talk's sake, it was £100 service, and they said, look, can I give you something? I'd be asking for, depended what the day was looking like, and if I could fill it in maybe £40.
I think a lot of time if people pay anything, they'll usually come.
As long as I can cover Lucy and Paula's wages, and then I'm not physically out of pocket for them not coming. I might not earn anything, but you just hope that they be a customer.
So I'm very lucky. I don't have any staff, obviously, so sometimes I'll see a cancellation, again depending on how it is, but this is also another reason why I wouldn't do online booking, because there is I think she's Russian, a Russian woman tries to come in to me every single year, and I've told her no, because one, I don't get a good vibe off her. She gives me a bit of Karen vibes, but
you're allowed to choose your clients, so that's the thing.
This is
it's controversial. That's
very controversial.
A woke controversial thing, but if she's not your kind of cup of tea,
she's not my
you shouldn't have to be forced into the company of her.
But my main reason that I won't do her is because she specifically says, I only want a man. I only want a man.
Oh, I wonder, so do you think that, obviously because you do work with women, do you think you get it easier than women?
Definitely.
You get because people see you as, and I don't mean the stereotype, but the gay hairdresser. You're the gay hairdresser friend.
I don't even think it comes into a gay thing. I think it's just a male. Because
there's a bit more power. And I don't mean that.
No.
I know. That's why I wouldn't take her, because I don't agree with her views. But 2 of the girls in the salon have offered to do it, and she said no, and I'm like, well, I'm not doing it.
Did she give a reason?
So see, because she's Russian, it is very much she'll come in and she'll go, haircut, you.
Oh, there's a language barrier.
And so you don't actually really know why, but she just has her eyes on you. I know, and that
she
makes
has her eyes on you, Gary. Blush at number 4.
I know. But I mean, I was trained in a salon, and there was one of my bosses was male, and then his son, and there was women that I know they only went to him because he was a male, and they loved all the attention and the flirting, and especially older women. I mean, that is their thing. It definitely is a thing, and it shouldn't be it shouldn't be, because I know some amazing female hairdressers that are I would say are better than me. But it's just I don't know, I think, see, because I do a lot with Wella, and even when I say to one of my clients, he says, I'm being invited on to film a podcast, she went, you're always doing something. You're always doing something. busy.
And I think people like coming to someone who's doing something and seem to be
I think seem to be more than just standing behind the chair as well.
I'm trying to progress my career. I really I try and work as closely as I can with Wella. Any event I try and go to, and became quite friendly with a lot of the kind of who I would say are the big people at Wella. So I think because they see that, they then assume I'm a better hairdresser. But I genuinely do love my job, and I try and get better and better. But all these things
definitely do go into your craft though. Do you know, like, I think even, you know, just out with, you know, the walls of your salon, the people you're around, the things, the experiences. And so I think although it, you know, it doesn't necessarily make you a better hairdresser, I think in ways it does as well though.
There's a bit of bravery, I think, to our job.
Yeah.
There's some people that are like, oh, I'm not touching that job, I'm not touching it. And I'm like, well, box eyes don't. I set my whole career. When I came back from law into the hair industry, I took on the jobs that nobody else would touch because I had to build a full clientele. So I ended up just doing back-to-back colour corrections all the time. And don't get me wrong, it got a bit tedious because every job I was doing was like, oh my word, what is this? Okay, here we go again. And they were like, you know, people wouldn't touch it because it was a bit green or it was banded all over, had damage and whatever. And it's like, well, somebody's got to do it. Yeah. So there's got to be an element of oomph about you to be like, nah, I know my stuff. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Yeah. Especially when you work on your own. Like, I've got nobody to well, I'll phone you now. Not that you answer unless it's, you know, you're very lucky. Great news, Gary. You've just came onto the call list.
Yay.
Be prepared for
Leave me voice notes.
Lisa just phones you, text you, constantly.
That's fine.
I'm like, I don't stalk Laura, but sometimes she's unavailable.
I've literally got like an hour a day that I probably can even like talk. Most of the time it's in the car, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you phone at like 6 o'clock and I'm like, it's like peak dinner time. I've got 2 children.
Can I talk about the fact that if we were to look at my call log, I will have phoned her every hour throughout the day at some stage and none of them were ever appropriate.
No.
So how
But
do
6
you
o'clock's
know?
when she can answer.
But that's the thing, until the children go to bed. And that's why I see that wee bit of time, like on a Friday night or a Saturday night, when I literally, because then as well, because then I've not seen Chris, so then I'm sitting, you know, you're watching something with him. I have to make sure it's all prioritised.
I could have won the lottery and be telling her. And she would take 8 working weeks to get back to me. And she would be in an episode and she'd be like, oh yeah, you phoned me 19 times on Tuesday of the 19th of November.
I know. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb a lot of the time because it's not, I get overwhelmed. I've got far too much going on. See, having so many staff and then having, you know.
I get that actually.
It's too much. I can't do it all. And I was just getting to a point where it was just overwhelming me. So I need to make sure that everything is in their boxes and then, you know, I space time out. And first and foremost, it has to be like the kids, you know what I mean? So when they're about, I can't
did have a really small violin.
I
don't need a violin, but that's my reasoning for why I don't, because it's too much.
Why was the banana on the chair?
That's banana for scale.
Just in case we had to talk about anything first. Yeah.
Laura said to me, we were getting logos printed. I know, right? This is not a thing. We're getting logos printed, and she said to me, can you put it next to a banana and send me a photo? And I was like, I'm sorry, what?
For scale?
She was like, use a banana for scale.
That's not where I thought that conversation was going.
Well, so did I. Was like, in what world is a banana? A banana is not the same size.
So it's like you use a banana to work out.
You don't use a banana for
I would never use a
banana. If you take a picture, like, you know, if you were taking a picture and you were selling something, and people said, well, how do you know? Because if you take a picture of something, you can't really tell. You need something for scale.
Would you not use something that's generically always the same size, like a can of cola or something that's, you know... Well, but no, she's choose a banana where you get many bananas, you get large bananas.
I've always got a banana.
So one of the producers got her own banana.
In case you need it for scale.
So we'll finish off today's episode with, what is your top favourite tool and top favourite product that you would recommend to people?
So... my styling tool that I absolutely love is a product by Diva. It's called, I'm sure it's the Diva Air Curl it's called.
Okay.
It's based off a product from the company Hot Tools in America.
Right.
And it's shaped like a gun, so it's really user friendly. You know how sometimes wands when you're trying to when you're using a wand, you're like
spaghetti arms.
This is like shaped like a gun. So it's actually really, really easy to use. The shark.
Okay.
Is the shark?
The hairdryer, the shark hairdryer comes up and then clips out.
Well, no, it is basically kind of like a gun.
Right, okay.
It's constantly in that position.
Yeah.
Just very, very, very user friendly.
Yeah.
That's how I style all my curls. So that is my favourite thing. It's also got a cold shot button as well.
What size of barrel is it?
It's actually quite a thin barrel. I think I'm not 100% sure. I can find out for you.
Yeah.
I think it only comes in one size, but I know the Hot Tool one was much chunkier.
Yeah.
Get that banana.
Yeah.
And
they get you in for a future episode. Bring that and bring the banana for scale.
So that's my favourite tool. I absolutely love it. Like I use it to style all my curls, whether it's flat wrapping or rope wrapping or whatnot.
And product?
I mean, I could go on all day about products.
Let's go. What we did last episode was frizz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we were talking about like serums versus oils, how they work, whatever. What if somebody comes to you but really just not curly, just very frizzy hair?
Well, we've done frizz. Why not do volume? Why not do the opposite?
You could do, but I was just thinking
I
because
don't
we
really
already
do a
covered
lot of volume hair.
Right, okay. So it is mainly for like sleeking.
So I
what's
would
your
totally recommend all of the Wella Ultimate Smooth range. And they've now got, I think I'm speaking to you about the Smooth Filler, which is their version of keratin.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Honestly, it's great. There's no smoke, there's no fumes, there's no smell.
Wow, I mean that's...
How long do they have to wait to wash it?
They can wash it the next day if they wanted to.
Right, okay.
And they can tie it up the next day.
You could tie it up straight away.
Oh, wow.
You could curl it straight after
How long does
the
it last?
service. 3 months.
Okay.
3 to 5 months, depending on how often you wash your hair.
Yeah.
And
but they've got
what
a
are we
sham.
charged? Like what in the salon? If somebody comes to you with a bob, I know that a lot of the time for me, I do it on consultation because if they've got really thick hair or whatever, what am I looking at for a Brazil?
Well, I've done 4 recently, and I've charged every single one of them £126. And they've only really kind of got like hair to here.
Yeah, right.
I'll
you
send
say
you a
like
couple of
medium
videos.
length hair then, so it's about the same as most company. I'm just seeing if it's like mega expensive or
No,
if
no,
it's
no,
actually
it's
budget
not.
friendly.
I
or...
think it's quite budget friendly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I think
I've actually got one in tomorrow morning
Do you
as
have to
well.
mix anything, or is it just literally just comes as is?
So it just comes in a tub. You shampoo the hair with the Ultimate Smooth shampoo.
Yep.
Blast it to 80% dry.
Yep.
Put it on and leave it a centimetre from the root, all that sort of stuff.
An hour.
Leave it 20 minutes, rinse it.
20 minutes, right?
20 minutes,
Wow.
rinse it, and then just dry it.
20 minutes?
You don't
20 minutes.
like wow, and do you need to straighten each bit 7 times?
Yeah,
All
you
that
do
kind of
need
jazz?
to do
Same
that
as the-
after it, yeah.
So you have to rinse it again?
No. So with a Brazilian, you actually, with all of them, you
dry
basically
into the hair.
strip the hair. With like, you open the pores of the hair, you don't condition, you then blast the hair down, so it's like wire wool. Honestly, that's the worst bit because see the feel of hair with no condition.
And they always say as well that you have to dry it completely.
Yeah, a lot.
Whereas this, it's still to be a little bit damp.
Okay, so
Well,
then you put your
80%.
product on and then you blow dry it and straighten it. You don't. It doesn't cut. It doesn't get washed off.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no, sorry.
No, but his one does.
The Smooth Filler does. So you
Yeah.
right.
you leave it
I
on for
know,
20
that's
minutes.
really-
I just
But-
got confused there.
That's okay.
was
You just
like,
rinse
why are
it.
you
You don't
telling me to
shampoo
do
it out
it?
or anything.
Because I know you don't do them, so
I don't personally do them, but we do them in the salon.
It's honestly great. You just
you have to take it off.
you just rinse
though.
it. You don't need shampoo, conditioner, or anything.
Right. Okay. So obviously they're
quick
in a bit
turnaround,
longer in the salon then because you obviously need to allow time for rinsings and
I
stuff.
find when I used to use the previous one that I was using,
How
it
long
was longer.
How long would you allocate for somebody that had sort of medium length hair?
Maybe about an hour and a half.
Oh wow, so we're 3
Not
hours.
bad. All right, no.
Yeah, we
Aye,
do.
about an
We
hour
do
and a half.
an hour process and then an
Oh,
hour
but yeah,
finish.
if you're using something that's an hour process, then that's where
So
well,
you
you
use a
obviously
keratin that processes for an hour.
Sit
there's
for an
so
hour.
many brands. When I was in Salon International,
sit
it's
for an hour.
mind blowing how many brands there are. Absolutely mind blowing. And
I
that
do
all
love the
them.
one that it's got great. It lasts like can be about 6 months. It
Yeah,
lasts.
so does
no
the
wonder
one-
'cause it's drawn for an hour.
Yeah, fair.
No wonder.
So that's a commitment to no frizz. But well, that's an amazing top tip, and we definitely would like
Yeah,
to see
I
some
like trying
pictures
new
and some
things,
videos
so
and stuff. So you like sell and
I'll
does some
definitely
stuff
send
over.
them over. But see, even using just the shampoo, conditioner, and see their oil, it guarantees you like 72 hours frizz-free hair.
Right, okay, cool.
And that it's definitely true. I've got like texts for one of my clients that I've done it on and stuff like that, and she says my hair's. I've been out in the rain and everything, and it's still smooth.
Brilliant.
So. The oil's very heavy though, so it maybe not be good for someone with finer hair.
Yeah.
I like
greasy.
Wella's Oil Reflections, the light one.
Yeah.
But if someone's got quite thick frizzy hair, then
that's the winner.
Ultimate Smooth is beautiful.
I love that.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I know that
Thanks
you,
for having me.
obviously, that your salon has sponsored us today, which is really wonderful. Thank you so much for
No
that.
problem at all.
And was there anything that you would like? I know that you were talking about an education course and stuff that you were thinking of.
So yes, I would like to start doing education, but I don't know what to actually educate people in because I
Yeah,
feel like
what
I
they
can
want,
do.
what they need.
I don't mean I can do everything, but I feel like tell me what you want to learn from me, and then I'll set up a course.
As hairdressers, yeah.
Because people do say to me like, "Will you do education?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but I don't know where to start because I don't know what to do. So I was in at Cardonald College just the other week. They're doing some balayage, and they were like, "Oh, you should really do this." And I'm like, "I know, but." I just don't know how to get the ball rolling. So it's just like if people want to get in touch with me and
Yeah,
say,
absolutely.
this is what I want to learn,
Yeah.
if you could teach me this.
You do one-to-one lessons in your salon, and if anyone's
Definitely.
listening that thinks, do you know, balayage is something I'm scared of, I don't like it, then maybe they'd be more comfortable coming to like, so you doing a one-to-one lesson than like on a big room or in a big class or on a
And
YouTube
maybe
video.
more comfortable coming to a man as well,
Yeah,
because
well,
you've got
maybe-
that
maybe.
because there is a lot of girls think, other girls are intimidating because they bitchy this and that as well. So you might even get that go for
and we
you.
would certainly support you and love to see your work. So
Cool.
Yeah.
we will keep in touch.
Thank you very
And
much.
hopefully have you
You'll
on in the
never
future.
hear the end of
Oh,
Lisa
yeah.
now, by
I
the
will
way. Just
definitely
to
go
warn
on.
you.
we have got many things to talk about.
Thank you for watching, listening, liking, subscribing. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.